And Byron Scott has it. Question of how the Lakers will respond from playing a running game last night against Denver, outrunning the Nuggets, and now coming back for what could be a very emotional game tonight. James Worthy. In that first meeting, he had 27 to lead the Lakers. And he scores the first 2 tonight. Nixon being guarded by Scott, the key ingredients in that deal. And Walton takes it in on Jabbar. Bill Walton, who scored 19 points against the Boston Celtics, coming back after going 30 minutes the night before in Dallas, playing another 30 against the Celtics. A great test for Walton. Backdoor, Magic Johnson. So 3 shots, 3 baskets, and the Lakers lead it 4-2. A minute gone in the first period. Marcus Johnson being guarded by Spriggs. He gets the step, but there's Jabbar with 7 blocked shots against the Clippers last month. Spriggs. And back come the Clippers. Norm Nixon. Jimmy Lynam says he's going to try to slow the Lakers down as much as possible. The Lakers running the last 2 times down. Nixon got in there. Jabbar looks with Walton staying right on him. Scott.
That's what Scott does so well. He'll spot up in the transition game. Magic knows where to find him in that right corner, and he's a good shooter from 18, 19 feet.
And it's 6-2 in favor of the Lakers. Nixon guarded by Scott. Johnson comes out, puts the ball on the floor against Spriggs. And here's Worthy, gets the rebound and races down the other way. Worthy. And Nixon been averaging 22 a game over the last dozen ball games, and it's 10-4 in favor of the Lakers. Magic Johnson guarded by Derek Smith. Scott using the screen. And it's ripped down by Smith. Picked up by Johnson. Michael Cage with Worthy now on him. Magic Johnson on the run. Worthy, incredible, able to gather that in. Worthy making a broken play into 2 points. He has 8 of the Lakers' 12.
The big thing there was the catch. How did he ever catch that pass? A skipping bounce pass behind him.
Nixon and Scott bumping, and the foul is called on Scott. Well, the Clippers have been getting 1 shot each time down. Lakers dominating the boards as they had a month ago. They out-rebounded the Clippers 51-37 in the first game of the Sports Arena. Marcus Johnson trying to get it going, and he sinks his first field goal. 12-6, the Lakers on top. 8 minutes, 15 seconds left in period 1. Al Albert and Ted Green high atop the Forum in Inglewood.
Clippers out have Marcus playing Worthy. Not so at the other end, and Green goes away to Bill.
There's Spriggs hustling for the rebound. It is a Mr. Universe matchup between Spriggs at 6'8" and 230 and Cage at 6'9", 225.
Well, Cage had to come over to help out on Kareem, so that freed up Spriggs. And the guy from Howard University starts about, well, he started the last 23 games and averages 17 minutes. Doesn't usually finish the game, but Pat Riley thinks that Spriggs sets a nice tone for them physically. And of course, he replaced Kurt Rambis, who had started for a couple of years.
And who started that whole role player thing at the power forward spot. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in traffic. Near steal by Marcus Johnson. And Johnson apparently didn't even touch it or deflected it off of Scott and out of bounds. So the Clippers get the ball back, trailing by 9 at the outset. So the Lakers certainly setting the tempo early in this game. We have played 4.5 minutes. Derek Smith looking to make something happen. Risky pass stolen by Worthy, but he returns it to Walton. Shot clock down to 3 seconds. And they say the shot did not come in time. Ed Rush officiating tonight's game, along with Bennett Salvatore.
Well, Jimmy's arguing that the 24 should have been reset after the Worthy steal, and he's right.
Question of whether Worthy had the possession, but he did make the pass off the steal.
Sure, once you catch it, then he made the pass. No question there was possession.
And now the Clippers are going to be called for illegal defense, and the Lakers will have the ball out.
And Jimmy still talking to Ed Rush about the previous play.
Scott can't hold on.
There was a lot of talk tonight that the Lakers might be tired, as you said, because of their game last night in Denver, where the altitude is a factor, but nothing like a 6-game winning streak to give you those fresh legs.
Also to know that you don't have another game until Friday. And another steal. Worthy starts the fast break. Magic accelerates. And he draws the foul. Bill Walton helping out, picking up Magic Johnson, gets his first personal foul.
And all during this Laker win streak, it's been Magic and Kareem and Worthy. Magic almost averaging a triple-double. Double figures in points, rebounds, and assists.
A timeout has been so high.
So far, the Clippers having some trouble getting these entry passes down inside to Bill and Marcus Johnson. Good defensive pressure by the Lakers.
There's a big game for Byron Scott going up against Nixon. Walton almost had the 3 possibility, but he is fouled. A good change here midway through the first. And the steal by Spriggs. Dribbling wildly with the left hand, runs into Derek Smith. The dive there by Marcus Johnson. And they call it a jump ball.
Number 22, Rory White.
Good hustle by Marcus here. He catches up to Spriggs after Spriggs made the steal. Derek reaches in, and then Marcus comes into the pileup to cause the jump ball. Rory comes into the game replacing Michael Cage, Rory White. And I imagine it's to do something about James Worthy.
The tip won by Marcus Johnson. Derek Smith unable to unlock the door yet, looking for his first field goal. And there it is. Derek Smith, who averages 19 a game, one of the best kept secrets in the NBA. And the Lakers now have an 8-point lead over the Clippers. Magic posting inside against the smaller Nixon. And the foul is on Norman Nixon.
Very close friends, Magic and Norm, and there's a guy over on the Laker bench, Michael Cooper, chomping at the bit to get at Nixon. And he's a good buddy of Norm's, too.
And he should be getting in shortly. In a crowd, Jabbar gets the pass out. The block by Walton. When they call it goaltending, they say the ball was on the way down.
Oh, boy, Bill doesn't think so.
Well, let's see if you can be the judge.
The pass from Kareem to Spriggs. There's the shot still going up.
So the Lakers get the 2 points and now lead 20-10. The goaltend, the ball has to be on its way down. And that replay not really showing that. Worthy trying to gamble, and it was Rory White squeezing in, and he'll get a foul shot, try to make it a 3-point play.
Well, they say it's an ill wind that doesn't blow somebody some good, and it blew Rory White some good when Marcus got hurt. It gave him a chance to play. Started 15 games, and now when Jimmy brings him in off the bench, the kid from South Alabama, he does a pretty good job.
Change is made as Kareem Abdul-Jabbar gets his second foul. He stays on the court, but Junior Bridgman now coming in. And Rory White has certainly found his niche, coming off the bench, getting a few minutes here and there, supplying some defense. Clippers now with Bridgman and Marcus Johnson and Walton. Bridgman at the guard spot. Spriggs. Basket here for the Clippers, and they're back to within 5. Bridgman bringing it out. He has been a lifesaver for the Clippers in the starting spot for Marcus Johnson. And Johnson sets up Walton. That's how it turned out. 6 points for Bill Walton. And the Clippers just 5 back. They had scored the last 5 points.
Well, after Worthy nearly took them out of it early, there he is again, I'm telling you.
12 points for Worthy. Just getting started as Marcus Johnson from behind it is tipped away. And Lynham yelling to the Clippers, get back. Jabbar trying to keep it alive, but Rory White sends it up to Nixon. The Clippers for the first time on a break. Bridgman. And the bump from behind by Worthy. So Worthy gets his first foul. And catching on with the Clippers this year And a good man to have coming off the bench. 4 points for Rory White. 22-16. Clippers staying in range. Looked dark for the Clippers very early. Michael Cooper is checked in for the Lakers with Magic, Kareem, Spriggs, and Worthy. And it leaves 2 more for the finger roll. His first field goal. 3.5 to go in period number 1. The Lakers 24 and the Clippers 16. Norm Nixon trying to get into the flow as quickly as he can. Just got off the bench.
And they're talking to each other already.
The best of friends going at it on the floor. Well, Dennis Johnson able to strip Nixon a couple of times last night. Cooper trying to do the same.
Talking about Nixon and Cooper, kind of a strange relationship. So close off the court and so competitive when they go against each other.
And Nixon beats him there. 2 field goals for Norm Nixon. And you can see the intensity level rising as these 2 guys battle one another. Now it is Cooper over Nixon.
And look at Coop come up in the backcourt to play him. It's more than just intense. It's almost angry, and it's strange because they're such good friends.
It's almost like 2 brothers going at it. Marcus Johnson, who's been in all the way. Donaldson has replaced Walton, and he is fouled by Spriggs. A very aggressive Larry Spriggs going up against the behemoth, James Donaldson. James Donaldson on the floor with McAdoo in the middle makes it for a very tough matchup for the Clippers. With a mobile McAdoo. Well, now Jabbar is back in. And Worthy. 14 points for James Worthy.
And I don't believe he's missed a shot.
7 for 7 from the floor for James Worthy, and a 9-point lead for the Lakers. 2.5 to go in this first period. Nixon squirts inside, but he's triple teamed and has to just release the ball. It goes out of bounds. Lakers wasting little time. They have a high-powered 5 on the court right now with Cooper, Magic, Jabbar, Worthy, and McAdoo. There is offense on the floor. What a sky hook for Jabbar.
First sky hook he's made tonight. Bill did not let him shoot it, although Kareem did make a couple of goals on layups.
And he did it out by the foul line. 2 minutes left in this first period. Lakers' biggest lead, 11. Donaldson steps out of bounds. The Clippers could be in serious trouble here as the Lakers with 11-point lead. And it's a question, did he step out himself or he was pushed?
Maybe a little push, but James really seemed to lose his balance. Kareem did a good job there getting to that baseline.
Magic Johnson accelerates, finds the open man. McAdoo, who became the 18th player in NBA history to pass the 18,000-point plateau just recently.
He figures he has to play till he's 55 to catch Kareem.
It's only 14,000 points away. Michael Cooper with the foul. Now Jabbar goes out. Talked to Jimmy Lynam about the possibility of the Lakers being tired after outrunning the Nuggets last night, and he felt that with Pat Riley, his bench is so deep that just a couple of players did play 30 minutes. Byron Scott played 38, then Jabbar played 32. Worthy was in foul trouble. He only played 27, got his 21 points. So he is not shedding any tears for Pat Riley in the Lakers situation.
Plus, when you're on a roll the way they are, it's easy to forget how tired you might feel.
12-point lead for the Lakers. 1.5 minutes to go in the first. Worthy, his first miss of the night after 7 consecutive baskets. And Kurt Rambis checking into action with a foul. And here checking in for the Clippers is 6'5" guard Brian Warwick in his 3rd season out of St. Joe's. Norm Nixon has a seat. 5 points for Nixon.
With a game against Phoenix tomorrow night at the Sports Arena, and then only 4 games, Al, in the month of January at home, the Clippers are really in the grip of the schedule right now. Schedule's got the Clippers in a vice. Games on the road at Seattle and Dallas, then the Celtics at home, the Lakers here, and only 4 games at home in January, so this is a very tough period for the Clippers right now.
Well, with that spirited 6-game win streak, at one point the hottest team in the NBA, the Clippers got back to the 500 mark at 14-14, but they have lost their last 3. Houston, or Seattle, Dallas, and then Boston the other night. Worthy guarded by Donaldson. Check these matchups. Three-pointer. Cooper, one of the league leaders. And now Warwick trying to get the Clippers started. Derek Smith stops and pops. And Worthy running out of the pack. 55 seconds left in this first. Who touched it last? Brian Warwick.
You know what a great scorer that Worthy is, but I think the thing that I've been most impressed with is that 14 different times this year, he's been the Lakers' leading rebounder. And if he had a deficiency early in his career, it was that he didn't rebound well enough.
McAdoo from afar. Rambis looking for the rebound, and it's Warwick looking for Bridgman. Swish.
Yeah, you get him heated up, it's a different game.
But you notice the Clippers' points all coming from the perimeter. Can't get inside on the Lakers. Cooper. And it's snatched down by Catchings. 20 seconds to go. The Clippers will look for the last shot, trailing the Lakers by 8. And if they get that last shot, I think they'll be very happy about ending this first period 6 down. 9 seconds to go.
Especially the kind of quarter that Worthy had.
Bridgman again. As the buzzer sounds, ending the first period here at the Forum, the Los Angeles rivalry in professional basketball. And after 12 minutes of play, the Lakers 32 and the Clippers 24. Derek Smith.
And so far, Al, Derek not involved, just shooting some perimeter shots. You know his game is inside.
Donaldson trying to reach over, and it will be the Clipper ball. Setting up the Clippers, Warwick and Smith in the backcourt. Donaldson in the middle, Bridgman and Catchings up front. The Lakers now have Mike McGee in the backcourt with Cooper, Rambis, McAdoo, and Worthy going the distance so far.
And also was guarding Derek Smith. Now Rambis has him in a switch.
The tip by Catchings. Could be the first offensive rebound by the Clippers in this game. McAdoo looking for that baseline. Will look again. Almost a behind the back, unintentionally.
That's a good call by Ed Rush. He's got McAdoo for a loose ball foul.
Loose ball foul, number 11, foul, McAdoo.
High man of the game, James Worthy, who has been deadly. 14 points, 7 of 8 from the floor. Bill Walton with 6 to lead the Clippers. A minute into the second period here at the Forum. Warwick draws 2 men, but Donaldson can't hold on. Bridgman rattles the rim.
That's a nice jumper by Junior from 20, but you can't make your living out there all night.
And that's what the Clippers have been trying to do. They've still stayed in the game. Jimmy Lynam has to be happy about that. Well, they can't get inside against the Lakers. 6 on the shot clock. Goes out of bounds. So the Lakers will have 5 seconds to shoot. Now a change for the Clippers. Marcus Johnson hustles on the floor, and Derek Smith goes out.
5 seconds.
So Smith cannot get untracked. Lakers with so many weapons could happen to 1 or 2 players, but the Clippers can't survive that. The leading scorer, Derek Smith, now sitting on the bench.
Loose ball foul, number 21, Michael
And a
Cooper.
loose ball foul on Cooper. That's the Lakers' second this period.
And Cooper's second foul. Pat Riley knows there's a long rest between this game and the next. Looking for his Lakers to get out there after last night's game. A run and gun game against the Nuggets. Donaldson buries it. James Donaldson. So Donaldson gets his position.
Well, James rolled in there. Kurt Rambis playing backup center right now.
And the foul is on Rambis. He gets his second personal foul. Donaldson. And it's a 3-point game. Worthy buries it. 16 points for Worthy. And he is off to a big night. He had 27 to lead the Lakers over the Clippers a month ago at the Sports Arena. 2 minutes into the second period. This rivalry heating up. It is just the start. Want to stay tuned at halftime. Ted Green with a terrific feature on the rivalry between the Clippers and the Lakers. And there's one man who wants it to go. It'll be in the thick of the feature, Junior Bridgman. 3-point lead for the Lakers.
He's been a pretty good feature of this Clipper team this last month and a half.
Cooper knocks one in after trying. several times from the outside. Extremely versatile. His game continues to change and improve. Last year getting some time more in the backcourt as a point guard with Magic out. To develop a three-point shot. And
there they go again.
Cooper
something. And Donaldson. This is not the first time for these guys.
Now the tail of the tape, Donaldson at 7'2" and 270, and Cooper at 6'7", 170 pounds. So Coop giving up 100 pounds on the exchange. Didn't even think about that. Now Ed Rush pointing at Donaldson. Has he been ejected from the game?
James and Cooper squared off, Al, last season. Cooper took a punch at him. And in the first game on November 24th, there was a little of that byplay again. And so this is at least the third time for those two.
Now they call an offensive foul on Donaldson. He has not been thrown out of the game. Ed Rush was just telling them to get down court. So Cooper having no fear, going one-on-one with Donaldson. Or maybe that's one-on-two. 3 minutes into the second, things now heating up. Traveling violation on McGee. And the Clippers get it back. Clippers now with Bridgman and Warwick, Catchings, Donaldson, and Marcus Johnson. Bridgman. Rambis looks for the fast break. It is McGee. Slips in.
And when McGee gets out of the open court, it is a fast break. One of the fastest runners in the NBA.
7-point lead for the Lakers. Warwick off the big screen. Donaldson goes in. And the crowd enjoying it.
I'll tell you, James is mad. He tried to tear it down, and McAdoo fouled him.
And you saw it was an angry Donaldson going in. He wanted to take out frustrations on the basket.
Well, if they don't put in the unbreakable rims, this is a shattered backboard. That's a Daryl Dawkins special.
James Donaldson. You know, when he just checked into the NBA, he was afraid of his own size. He was afraid that he could hurt somebody at 7'2" and 270. Not an aggressive person by nature. And it really took somebody to get him going and take a couple of bumps, an elbow here and there, and that got him started. Well, perhaps that may get the gentle Giants started here tonight.
I think what began to change James's attitude was Jack Sikma in Seattle. He beat him up every day in practice. James is a sensitive guy. He is vulnerable. He's not aggressive by nature, as you say, but he gets pushed around so much that finally he explodes. I'm not saying that happened this time, but generally that's what's been happening with him.
And also, the last couple of games, he's only played 17 minutes per ball game, and I'm sure he's not too happy about that. He has 7 points tonight. Rambis.
Hey, Kurt shooting the jumper from 10 feet.
A fall away at that. 7-point lead for the Lakers. 8:12 left. Walton with the tip. So Walton checks in. And he now has 8 points.
After a slow start, the Clippers are right back in this thing.
It's a 5-point game. Walton and Donaldson. Cooper. And the tip by McGee, who certainly loves the offensive boards.
McGee has an uncanny knack around that offensive glass.
Says he watches the shot and he knows where the ball's going to come off the rim. He has 44 rebounds this season, 27 off the offensive boards. A foul is called. The Laker fans erupting. They thought that Rambis had nothing but ball.
Well, we'll get another look at it, but I think Kurt's going to block this shot. His reaction was so genuine there, all ball there.
So Rambis gets his 3rd foul.
And Jimmy pretty happy about the fact that Warwick is going to go to the line on a shot that Rambis appeared to block. Brian, a kid from St. Joe's in Philadelphia, played for Jimmy Lynam in college.
Big opportunity for the Clippers to move within 3. Cooper. And the foul is called on Marcus Johnson.
Brian Warwick. Last foul on Marcus Johnson, first personal.
Well, these two have played a lot together in the summers. They're good friends, Marcus and Coop, and nothing intentional there.
That's only the first team foul on the Clippers. Lakers already with 5 in this second period. McAdoo looking to work off the screen, and he is called for a traveling violation. So with all the turnovers and the stops and starts here in the second period, the Clippers at least accomplishing something. They're slowing the game down.
And it's helped the Clippers a lot that James Worthy is sitting over there between Kupchak and Spriggs on the bench.
Donaldson gets in. And you see one of the reasons why Donaldson's shooting percentage is so high. He is now the high man for the Clippers with 9 points. And the Clippers again bounce to within 5. And a timeout taken by the Los Angeles Lakers with 7 minutes, 9 seconds to go. And he remains on the floor along with Bill Walton. Walton has 8 points, so 17 of the Clippers' points from the 2 big men.
Well, this is the way that Jimmy can try to counteract Kareem and McAdoo, but you can't counteract that.
Al-Jabbar getting such great position inside and did not let any room for the big Donaldson on the floor. 7-point lead for the Lakers. Back door, there's Bridgman, but he's covered by Cooper. Bridgman stays with it in the crowd. Junior Bridgman sinks it. 10 points for Bridgman, and he feels good coming off the bench. Here's one guy who asked out of the starting lineup after starting the last 10 games, averaging 17 points per in those starts for the Clippers. Now it's Walton and Jabbar. And the Clippers now banging the boards. Could move to within 3 again. They'll have to do it without Walton, who has to adjust the sneaker.
Kareem finally got the skyhook off against Bill.
And a really good play by McAdoo. He knew that Walton was down court, so he helped out and he caused that turnover right there.
Yeah, from the sky hook, we go to the sky pass into the 4th row. That was a smart play by McAdoo.
All right, Lakers with Magic and Cooper in the backcourt. Jabbar, Worthy, or rather Cooper up front now. Scott teams with Johnson. And Worthy doing it all, gets it back. Jabbar, 8 points.
Sometimes, Al, Bill is so conscious of overplaying on that side that Kareem is able to turn back the other way. And that's happened 3 or 4 times already.
5.5 minutes on the clock, high above the forum. Second period. Walton. A little bit of a hook on that shot.
Must be a breeze in here.
Yes. Right off the fairway. Magic is fouled. Walton has a couple of words for the veteran official, Ed Rush. The foul was called on Bridgman. Bridgman's first.
Actually, just 10 days ago, back-to-back 20-assist games. Never been done before.
Nixon. And it's Magic Johnson on the run. Spriggs, who is checked in. He's up front with Worthy and Johnson and Jabbar. The block, and here come the Clippers. 3-on-2. Bridgman taking it all the way. And the block, but they'll score the basket. Spriggs getting back and springing to the hoop.
Well, it was Spriggs who had his shot at the other end blocked, and then he tries to get Bridgman.
And there's an example. You can see the ball was on its downward flight, and it's a dozen points now for Junior Bridgman. 46-41, Lakers by 5. The double team on Kareem, he finds the open man. So Spriggs now with 7. That's what he averages a game, and that's what the Lakers lead by.
After they had led by 12 points. That was their biggest lead, 32-20.
4 minutes, 20 seconds to go. Donaldson stands up. You almost can't even see Jabbar behind him. Donaldson, who has that nice soft touch and has double figures, 11 points. Worthy. And Donaldson got a piece of it, and busting out is Nixon. 3-on-1. Nixon to Bridgman.
Junior's feeling good. He dunked it. Marcus steals the inbound pass.
And it almost was a 1-point game. Now opening up. Worthy brings it back to Scott. And Nixon on the run again. Here's Nixon flying down the lane. And And Scott gets back to break it up, and the crowd appreciating the end-to-end action here. And a timeout is taken. And you know how much this game means, how emotional it is, and how competitive it is. A traveling violation on Marcus Johnson. Certainly a little different than if the Los Angeles Lakers were playing the San Diego Clippers tonight. 3.5 minutes to go in the first half. Lakers lead it by 3. And Derek Smith and the Clippers hanging in there, and they've been doing it essentially without their leading scorer. Right there, Derek Smith. Been held to 1 field goal. He's been sitting most of the half on the bench. The move by Marcus Johnson snapped away. And now a fast break. 2-on-1. Magic. Unselfishly. Byron Scott. Magic was right in there for the dunk. And it's a 5-point lead for the Lakers. 3 minutes left. Second period. And now away from the ball, we have a call.
A technical foul on Marcus Johnson.
A technical foul has been called against Marcus Johnson of the Clippers.
So Marcus Johnson feeling the frustration of a very difficult season.
Johnson, 1 shot.
And he gets the technical foul. He thought he was fouled when he went in severe traffic the last time down.
And shades of the first meeting between these teams again on November 24th when Kareem blocked 7 shots. He's got 2 or 3 tonight.
Clippers had the ball, trailing by 3. Now it's a 6-point Laker lead. Nixon going to work on Scott. What? The basket will not count. Wiped out by referee Ed Rush. Walton wanted the hoop. The foul is on Spriggs. Spriggs gets his second. Walton thought he had the 2 points up there.
Bill says, I know that's continuation, but I guess not. Spriggs realizing that he had been caught in a mismatch grab, Bill. So with the Lakers over the limit, Bill's going to shoot a couple of free throws. His free throwing was not very good early this season, but as you mentioned before, it's gotten a lot better.
You know, after this string this week, many people now have to start believing that the injuries are behind Bill Walton. Back-to-back 31 minutes and 32 minutes against Dallas and Boston. Now this game tonight, his 3rd in 4 nights. And the nightmare, perhaps finally, convincingly behind Bill Walton. And he has 11 points tonight.
Well,
19 against Parrish and the Celtics.
It took an operation that had never been performed before on a pro athlete to make it happen.
Speaking about making it happen, Worthy, 18 points. Marcus Johnson, and it falls for him. Maybe that's what he needs.
What a play. He put it behind his back. He hit the ball from Worthy and then took it strong to the hoop.
That's the kind of shot that would sit on the lip of the rim and then come out for Marcus Johnson. But he sees one go in, and the Clippers now behind by just 4. Worthy wants it. Why not? Boy, he has been going 10 of 11 from the floor. 20 points for Worthy, and we have 2 minutes still remaining in the first half. Derek Smith trying to get untracked. Swish. Just his 2nd field goal. He averages 19 a game.
It's amazing that no matter who plays Derek and how big he is, he just jumps over people.
1:45 left in this second period. And Smith starts the break. Nixon over Kareem. Got it. It's a 2-point game.
Oh, you talk about tough shots.
1.5 minutes to go, and the Clippers, once down by 12, have whittled and whittled away. And you see the action, physical, between Walton and Jabbar. And Jabbar wants the ball. Derek Smith helping out.
And that's a good foul. Only the Clippers' 3rd team foul.
And the first on Derek Smith. The action intensifying inside.
Boy, both these big guys working awfully hard. Kareem leans back. Derek reaches in.
So the Lakers will have the ball out. Still not in a bonus situation. Johnson picked up by Smith. Scott a force. But we have a whistle. That's a tough foul, about 22 feet from the basket, but Nixon has his 2nd.
Well, Scott loves to run off those picks and shoot that jumper from about that same spot. And that's a matchup between the principals in the big trade last year.
Byron Scott, 1st-round draft pick by the San Diego Clippers, 4th pick in the draft, then traded along with Swen Nader to the Lakers for Norm Nixon. And ironically, the first start for Byron Scott As a rookie last year was against the Clippers, and he struck for 20. And right now, the trade has to be on his mind when he goes up against Nixon. 5 points for Byron Scott. Nixon has 7 tonight. Lakers by 3. See the time remaining in the first half. 10 on the shot clock. The double team on Nixon. Shot clock is down to 5. They have to race the clock. And Walton sets it up for himself. He has 13.
That's the third tip in for Bill. That was a beauty.
As the Clippers beat the clock. 1-point game.
Look at that wrestling match.
Beautiful move by Jabbar, but he doesn't get it. Clippers could come out of this half with a lead. 30 seconds to go. Derek Smith explodes. Getting wild in the closing seconds. 24 seconds. Kareem rushes it and he travels. The Lakers could have held for the last shot. But instead, the Clippers get it back. 21 seconds left in the half. And Jimmy Lynam yelling out instructions. Patience for this last shot. And he could go in the locker room with the lead.
9 times out of 10 this season, Nixon has run down the clock and then backed his man down and shot a jumper.
All right, we'll see if it's 10 times out of 11. That remains in the half. 5 seconds. He gets the jumper. And that ends the first half as the Lakers cling to a 1-point lead. They're up by as many as 12 in this first half, but at halftime, it's the Lakers 56 and the Clippers 55.
Lynam's play as we start the second half. Lynam's play as we start the second half is to try to run in the second half and see if you can wear them down and make the Lakers run out of gas. It won't be easy.
Well, that's 180 degrees from the strategy starting the game when he wanted to slow the Lakers down. Byron Scott with Magic Johnson in the backcourt, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, James Worthy, and Larry Spriggs up front for the Lakers as they move into the forecourt for the first time in the second half. And it is Byron Scott. 7 points for Scott. In the first minute of play, in the second half, the Lakers lead it by 3. Norm Nixon teaming with Derek Smith in the backcourt with Marcus Johnson and Michael Cage up front, Bill Walton in the middle. Derek Smith looking to get going. He is now 3 of 7 from the floor, 6 points. Scott can't get his shot on track. And here, now the Clippers running again, a chance to take the lead for the first time. Derek Smith wheels inside.
That's what he does, Al. He gets inside against big people. What a tribute to Derek that Jimmy's got him playing James Worthy.
So the Clippers on top for the first time tonight. It did not last long. But wait, a jump ball is called. Bennett Salvatore, the referee, will call the jump, which may be immaterial, with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar going to the line.
Well, it was Norm who reached in, and Eddie Rush made the call.
And there's Bill Walton helping out. It was a jump between Jabbar and Nixon.
Really the long and short of it.
Spriggs using the body well to fend off against Walton. Big night for Spriggs. He is 9.
In that first half, the Lakers starting forwards had 27 points to 4 for the Clippers.
Nixon splits it.
Norm Nixon.
The scoop by Nixon. 9 points for Norm Nixon. Nixon having his best scoring year. 18 points per ball game. Clippers by 1. Jabbar at the step on Walton. And Walton getting some help.
Foul number 8, Marcus Johnson.
A foul is called on Marcus Johnson. Number 2 on Marcus. So the Clippers staying in range in that first half, getting only 4 points from Marcus Johnson, only 4 points from Derek Smith, only 7 from Norm Nixon.
And in addition to those numbers on November 24th, Kareem also blocked 7 shots, and those were very important that night.
Incredible thing about Jabbar at this stage, that he continues to play at such a high level on his way becoming the Lakers' leading scorer for the 10th straight season. Last year, at the age of 37, first-team All-Pro. And no wonder he has decided to go with another year. At least.
Or maybe even more. You'd be able to prop him up in the rocking chair at about 60 for the hook shot.
Nixon. Michael Cage. And a jump ball is called between Cage and Magic. Now here's Cage, the power forward for the Clippers, against the Laker guard, and they are the same height, both at 6'9". And Magic getting position, then shielding himself. Spriggs, the unorthodox dribble. I think he saw Kupchak open on the bench. And now Spriggs will hold it up.
Magic caught an elbow inadvertently from Cage on top of the head. He's still trying to shake it off.
So much for getting position on the jump. And the Clippers will regain possession.
Tell you, Bill has gotten some nice help from Marcus and Cage on Kareem on a number of occasions.
Al Albert along with Ted Green here at the Forum, bringing you Clipper basketball, a road trip 5 miles down the road against the Lakers. Magic Johnson, and he is starting to intensify. Still rubbing his head after that last bump.
You don't think of Magic as a shot blocker, but he let Derek go around him. He kind of suckered him on the play.
Walton picked up by Worthy. Marcus Johnson buries it. Nice pass by Derek Smith. Johnson getting in position and putting the Clippers up by 1. We seesaw here at the outset of the third period. 3 minutes in. Ed Rush blows that one down, and the Clippers questioning the call.
He's got Nixon holding Scott.
So Nixon gets foul number 3.
Jimmy still hoarse from the Celtics.
The Clippers go. The Catalyst in the backcourt. And now Scott gets wide open. Scott has had difficulty tonight hitting that outside shot, patented shot for Scott. But he now has 9 points and puts the Lakers up by 1.
We could talk about that trade all day, Nixon for Scott. The point is that Scott is a perfect complement to Magic. Not that Nixon wasn't, but he's perfect for what Magic does.
Well, Clippers certainly very happy about the deal. Nixon scoots inside, shot clock down to 1 second. The Clippers get a break. But wait, now Pat Riley questioning as the shot clock will be readjusted. The Clippers will inbound. It will be readjusted to 5 seconds, so the Clippers get the additional 4 seconds on the shot. And they'll get another 5. So Nixon is up top for a possible long pass. Well, now Johnson will move to the side court.
And it's a little bit harder to inbound from here and get a closer shot.
In a crowd, Marcus Johnson gets fouled. Does the basket count? Guess that answers that.
Foul number 32, Magic Johnson.
Magic Johnson has the foul. That is his first.
Little Johnson and Johnson matchup here, and that's now no plug.
Well, tough try by Bill Walton to thread the needle. But the Clippers, they've worked that clock up. Now they get a reset of 24 seconds. Byron Scott, his third foul. So he and Nixon each with 3. Slow-moving third period. The whistles have been blowing. Derek Smith isolated against Magic. Darts inside. And the foul is on Magic Johnson. He can't believe it, although the Lakers had saved 2 points. Johnson, his second foul, a slow whistle. It's a 1-point Laker lead. Cage. James Worthy. He had 14 points in the first period, hitting his first 7 shots. Let's see, does it count? One ref says no, one ref says yes.
Basket is good by Magic Johnson.
And a technical. Ed Rush, the lead official, calls the basket good, and we'll see who the tee's on.
The tee's on Jimmy Lynam. The foul is on Derek Smith trying to fight through the screen.
So what could be a 4-point play now for the Lakers.
And then some more near fisticuffs between Spriggs, who was fouled on that play. I thought Derek fouled Spriggs. How the heck is Magic at the free throw line? That's what Jimmy's arguing about.
Well, this is for the tee. And now Magic takes his position.
Now Spriggs is going to have to shoot this free throw.
Well, it was a second team foul on the Clippers. So the Lakers have called a timeout. And they really can cancel the card. The special offer only for fans calling during tonight's game. Now Magic will have another technical shot and then another. So Magic Johnson on the line for 3 straight tees. So this could be a 5-point play for Johnson, and it is. So Johnson, who had 4 points at halftime, they're the new coaches. Don Chaney, the former Laker, on the right. Brad Greenberg scribbling things down on the left. A 5-point play for Magic Johnson.
Clippers will do a little coaching by committee the rest of the night.
7:47 still left in the third. Lakers had a 1-point lead, now lead by 6. And the steal by Spriggs. Magic, the push one-hander. So Magic Johnson coming alive here in the third period. 11 points for Magic.
He's had a great night the last 2 minutes.
7 quick points. Actually, within a matter of seconds. The quick step by Marcus Johnson. Marcus really has been drawing a crowd. Jabbar gets the third foul. Curious to see what happens when a coach is thrown out of a game. Sometimes teams really respond and take off. Clippers were down by 1 at the time. We'll make it 6 after the 5 points. And look at that collision. Marcus Johnson.
We talk about tough fouls to swallow. What about that last one on Kareem? Marcus just jumped all over him.
7 points for Marcus Johnson. First start in the last 11 games.
I think if Marcus shoots the jumper a little bit more, it might open things up for him.
5 minutes into the second half. We have had our explosives tonight. Double team. Derek Smith tips it away. And now it is Marcus Johnson on the run. And for the first time since he's back, he's not wearing a padding on that left thigh. He pulled the hamstring. Worthy heaves it out to Scott. The lead pass. Jabbar, the only one back. Oh, he found Spriggs.
What a sensational pass by Kareem.
That is what you call threading the needle. 73-64. The Lakers now by 9. 8 straight points for the Lakers. Smith guarded by Magic. They clear out. Marcus Johnson on Spriggs. And Bennett Salvatore stops it right there. And quickly Spriggs there. Laker ball.
Boy, Marcus is Magic's got the Johnson part right. Magic's jumper going about halfway down as JB comes in.
Big first half for Bridgman. He had 12. And Michael Cage goes out talking to assistant coach Don Chaney.
It's also an ideal time to bring Marcus back into the lineup when the club has lost 3 in a row.
A lefty sky hook. 12 points for Jabbar. And again, the 9-point lead for the Lakers. Al Albert with Ted Green. Clipper basketball on KTTV. And tonight it's the Battle of Los Angeles. He powers his way in. 14 now for Walton. Scott stays with it, but he will be called for traveling. Pat Riley, the only head coach left in the game tonight. His team 21-10, 5 lengths in front of Phoenix in the Pacific, 7 in front of the Clippers. They have 5 days off after this, and then 5 games here at the Forum at home. That's have to feel pretty good about things heading into the new year.
And Marcus starting to get very involved now.
75-70, Worthy, but it won't count. So Worthy, who had 20 points in the first half, still looking for his first points in the second.
I don't think the foul is on James. It's on Kareem. A strange call. He set an illegal pick Eddie Rush says, on Bill, who was trying to come over to block Worthy's dunk.
So look how that turns things. Take Worthy's 2 points away in a 7-point lead and put Jabbar on the bench with 4 personal fouls. Bob McAdoo replaces him. He'll be in the middle now against Walton.
That's a call you almost never see.
The alley-oop to Derek Smith, who goes backdoor to get it. 10 points for Smith, and the Clippers back in the game, 3 behind. 4:45 left in the third. Clippers just won't go away. The bumping between Worthy and Johnson. Johnson trying to come out to meet the pass intended for Worthy, his 3rd foul.
And only the 3rd Clipper team foul.
Michael Cooper comes in to the chorus of Coops from the crowd. Larry Spriggs enjoying tonight's night, goes to the bench with 11 points. 4.5 minutes to go in the third. It's been on tonight. Run down by McAdoo. Cooper straight up. Straight down. 6 points for Cooper. One of the great 6th men in basketball. 77-72, Lakers by 5. Bridgman. McAdoo takes the look and he finds Worthy. Worthy's the kind of player who could be in the beginning, the middle, the end of a fast break. Very comfortable at his size.
Sometimes all in the same fast break.
We saw that tonight. Swooping to the hoop is McAdoo. And now the Clippers on the break. Nixon put behind. It is Magic Johnson. And here's Johnson wheeling out the other way. Wide open is Scott.
A little steak and bake by Magic, and Scott hits the 15-footer.
And instead of the Clippers getting it down by 3, they were running the fast break. They now trail by 7. 3:25 on the clock high above the Forum. 3rd period. Johnson really wheeling and dealing. Walton tip, who gets the basket. Looked like it was on the rim at the time, but
it's Bill Allen. That's his 4th tip-in tonight.
16 points for Walton. So Walton's putting in the heavy time, and he's also coming up with point production. 19 against the Celtics Thursday, 16 here. Now we have 15 minutes still to go in the game. 5-point Laker lead. Back tap, Cooper. McAdoo pulls the trigger. Worthy pushing off.
Oh, he really got away with one on Bridgman.
That was right in front of everyone. Don Chaney up, arguing that. So Worthy pushing the man into the front row, but getting away with it. And he has 22. Says, I got to get this basket here in the second half anyway. Marcus Johnson slides inside. So Marcus starting to take over for the Clippers. A great sign for the Clippers. 13 points now for Marcus Johnson. He has 9 of them here in this 3rd period. Worthy cut off by Johnson. He finds the open man. There's Magic. Magic Johnson has 9 of his 13 packed into this 3rd period.
Last year, Al, the Lakers shot charts showed that Magic shot 57% from outside 18 feet. One of the great myths in the NBA that he can't shoot outside. He can shoot outside.
And he's been doing it tonight. 7 field goals, 14 points for the veteran Junior Bridgman in his 10th season. Originally a 1st-round draft pick of the Lakers. Part of the price to get Kareem Abdul-Jabbar from Milwaukee. McAdoo, he saw Cooper cutting inside, but Lakers 3 years in LA. Now at the age of 38, same age of Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
And the 2 combatants from the first half, Jumbo James and Coop. Donaldson fouling Cooper.
2nd foul on Donaldson, 4th team foul on the Clippers. Clippers now with Donaldson in the middle, with Marcus Johnson and Junior Bridgman, Nixon and Derek Smith in the backcourt. It's a 5-point Laker lead. McAdoo. McAdoo, sensational off the bench the last couple of games, really sparking the Lakers to a couple of victories in Seattle against the Nuggets. 17 points in very little time. but he's having problems with the outside shot tonight. Bridgman wasn't until there. 57 seconds to go in this third period. Brian Warwick checking in, replacing Nixon. Nixon goes out with 9. And the Lakers led by Magic Johnson, who has taken over in this third period. He had but 4 points in the first half, although he had 11 assists in the first half. Backing in on his man, and he wheels away from Smith. Donaldson kicks it out. Marcus Johnson trying to get ahead of the pack. And Smith takes it all the way and draws the foul.
Boy, did they luck into a real gem.
Well, he had signed an offer sheet by the Nuggets this year, but the Clippers went out and grabbed him. Did not want him to get away. One of the fine moves in the offseason. Byron Scott finds his range. 13 points for Scott. 85-80, the Lakers by 5. And the Clippers now could work for the final shot of the third period. 20 seconds to go. Warwick being watched by Scott. Figure this is a time you'd like to get Nixon handling the ball. Nixon on the bench. 8 seconds to go. Scott gets it to Bridgman. Time running down to 4. And we have a push.
Foul on number 21, Michael Cooper.
Take him out of the starting lineup. Put Marcus back in. 2 seconds. And they left a second on the clock. Go the length of the court. There were 4 seconds after the foul shot, and they went the length of the court in 3 with McAdoo burying it for the final basket of the third period and getting a rise out of this packed house at the Forum. So the Lakers will take a 5-point lead into the fourth quarter as McAdoo buries it with a 7. Clippers against the Jazz. Starting the fourth quarter with the Lakers leading the Clippers by 5. Dramatic ending to the third period. Bob McAdoo with a second to go on the run. Here is Scott. Rory White battling, and it goes off of Rory White.
Lakers continuing that rebounding edge they had in the first half.
And the shooting brisk in the third period. Lakers led by as many as 12. Clippers have taken the lead, but now it's the Lakers by 5. Magic Johnson, shot clock still at 9, working on Derek Smith and really getting upstairs. Junior Bridgman. Junior, the veteran, has really established a great foundation for this Clipper team. In traffic, a throwaway, and the Lakers running it. Cooper. McAdoo full of vim and vigor. Well, it's a 34-year-old McAdoo who appears to have the most in his life for McAdoo. 6-point lead for the Lakers. Second meeting between these two teams. Lakers won it 108-103 a month ago at the Sports Arena. A game that went down to the final minutes. It was a 1-point game getting into the fourth quarter. Bridgman now with 18 points, the high man for the Clippers. Seven on the shot clock. Cooper. And McAdoo. Give Cooper the assist. McAdoo with 7. Pace has slowed down. I don't think the Lakers really will argue with it right now. Playing their second game in 2 nights and a real action game against the Nuggets last night. Bridgman. Donaldson climbs to the hoop, and he is called for the foul.
Foul number 40, James Donaldson.
Third foul on Donaldson.
Well, McGee comes in. There are only 3 starters total on the floor right now. Marcus, Worthy, and Magic Johnson. So most of the starters are resting.
2 minutes into the fourth period. Lakers lead it by 6. Johnson works off the screen. Cooper straight up. Keeps on trying.
Foul number 11.
McAdoo is caught by Ed Rush. And Bob McAdoo has his second personal foul. The dapper Pat Riley issuing some instructions. Hoping to go into the new year with a record of 22-10. The Lakers now with the 3rd best record behind the Celtics and Sixers in the league. Donaldson, the immovable object, gets position, and forget it. 13 points.
And that time there was no irresistible force. By the way, the Celtics did it again tonight, Al. They won on the road at San Antonio by 8 points.
And they are now 26-5. The Sixers 23-6. Rory White moving right into your homes with you.
Here's the post up. Worthy. And you rarely see anybody block that shot, so Rory gets the foul.
Worthy has 22 points. Is the first time he steps to the foul line tonight. And, you know, we talk about this rivalry, the two teams going up against one another. The Lakers, the mighty club, been to the finals in the NBA for the last 5 years, and the upstart Clippers with some real good name value in Los Angeles. And there's also such a difference in the crowds. Bridgman, beauty, Junior Bridgman, swinging up that right hand, and he has 20 points.
You've always got to go back to that trade with Milwaukee, where Junior really was sort of a throw-in the trade. It's turned out to be maybe the most important part for the Clippers, at least right now.
9 minutes to go in this fourth quarter. McAdoo isolated on Donaldson. That's what the Clippers don't want, those two matched up. And now it is Warwick busting out, watched so closely by Cooper. Cooper always taking care of. Nice move by Warwick. Good intentions. Here's McGee running with Bridgman, and Bridgman makes the block, but McGee stays right with it. It will count as Rory White just took it off the rim, slapped it off the rim, so credit the 2 points to Magic.
Well, that was a heck of a sequence, including the block by Bridgman. It was sensational. And then the Geeter man missed a little 4-footer, but Magic on the board, and Rory takes it off the glass. Goaltending.
15 points now for Magic Johnson, coming alive. He only had 4 at halftime. Lakers by 5. And another foul. Michael Cooper will have number 5. So Cooper taking himself out of the game with 8:14 left.
And now the starters begin to filter back.
Well, it appears at this point, Pat Riley staying with Cooper. He makes a change, brings Magic Johnson out, but leaves Cooper in. Cooper almost picked up number 6. 360 by Marcus Johnson. And his best night since returning is 15. Buried by Byron Scott. 15 for Scott.
Very quietly, Al, and sneakily, he just keeps burying these baseline jumpers.
Well, if he's concerned going up against Norm Nixon, Scott has outscored Nixon tonight 15-9. Bridgman with Scott hounding him, and Scott making the steal. 3-on-2. McGee, but the trailer is McAdoo. They get it to McGee. And a good timeout called by Don Chaney. Clippers were certainly very much in range as they are now, but a couple of quick baskets by the Lakers, and now it is a 7-point game with 7.5 left in the fourth. The Lakers lead the Clippers.
It's really tight.
And they're all 2 games behind Phoenix, and tomorrow night it's the Clippers going up against the Suns at the Sports Arena, a 7 o'clock start. Walton calling for the ball. And Worthy with a forearm to the back of Walton. He didn't exactly see it that way. Foul number 3 on Worthy.
James having 3 fouls really in the last 2 minutes or so. That's not his man.
Shot from the corner goes awry. 7 minutes left in the fourth period. Al Albert with Ted Green. Spriggs blocked from behind, but he stays with it. 13 points for Larry Spriggs, just about doubling his output per game.
Nice persistence, and a little surprising to see Spriggs in the game at this time, but he's playing well.
The alley-oop, and Marcus Johnson is there. So you can certainly tell Marcus Johnson opening up his game, feeling more comfortable about things, and the 2 former UCLA greats team up on that play. And speaking of UCLA greats, Kareem Noh, 12 points for Jabbar, and he's playing now with 4 fouls.
Bill took a shot there in the forehead or above the eye.
Bridgman whips it to Nixon. Marcus Johnson from 20. Johnson kept it alive, and Walton draws the foul again. 17 points for Walton, and look for the Clippers to try to work it into Walton. 6-point lead for the Lakers. All sixes. 6 minutes to go. Worthy. And he had Marcus Johnson in his face. 25 now for Worthy. He packed 20 of those points in the first half. 101-93 Lakers. Whatever happens tonight, you know Los Angeles is going to win. Wide open Bridgman. Pulls the trigger.
Nice up, Cap.
And back the other way. Magic on the run. Worthy. And it is Nixon who kept that alive. But wait, a foul has been Clippers, so the Lakers get it out. 5.5 left in the fourth period. Scott was stripped, but he gets it back and gets an assist.
That's 3 big plays for Scott down the stretch, setting up Kareem.
And it's a 10-point bulge now for the Lakers. Nixon on double figures tonight. Derek Smith running one-handed. 14 points for Smith. 5 minutes to go. Lakers by 8. Lakers trying to survive foul trouble. Kareem with 4, or rather with 5. And Cooper also with 5, but Cooper now on the bench. Now he's trying to get his money's worth while he's still in there. 16 now for Jabbar.
And Bill may be getting a little tired there. Kareem getting the hook shot easily.
Again, the difference is 10. Two teams will meet 4 more times this year. Walton. Jabbar rips it out to Scott. Makes the move on Nixon. Foul number 4.
TV.
All 5 starters for the Lakers in double figures. Nixon being watched by Scott and Jabbar. A 3-pointer for Nixon. There it is.
Those get you back in a hurry.
12 points now for Nixon. That's the 3rd he has hit in 13 attempts this year. And now it's an 8-point game. 3:50 to go. Jabbar warming up here in the 4th. Who did it touch last? Ed Rush says Derek Smith got a claw on it.
10 seconds.
10 seconds to shoot. And that one is whistled down. Very little playing time tonight for Michael Cage of the Clippers. Marcus Johnson gets his 4th foul. If the Clippers start clipping away at this lead, we of course will be able to, in retrospect, look back at 3rd period when Magic Johnson got the basket. Spriggs was fouled, and the array of technicals, 3 technicals, 2 to Coach Jimmy Lynam, that had him ejected. And it was essentially a 5-point play for the Lakers. It was a 1-point game at that time. What a night this guy is having.
He's played very well.
15 points for Larry Spriggs. He averages 7 a game. 108-98 in favor of the Lakers. 3.5 left. Nixon looking for that 3-pointer. He stays out there. And the pass too low for Derek Smith. High man for the Clippers with 20 is Junior Bridgman. Worthy has 25 for the Lakers.
Spriggs also playing more minutes tonight than he's accustomed to.
Well, he's earning the minutes this evening. 2 men on Jabbar, and that was touched by Magic Johnson, or rather Worthy, inside. 3 minutes and 15 to go.
The Nixon 3-point jumper looked to be a set play. Let's see if they run it again.
Off the screen of Walton. And Walton tangled up by Worthy. So Worthy has his 4th foul.
Number 42, James Worthy.
3 minutes to go. Clippers still in range. 8-point difference. They have to supply the defense in these closing minutes. Lakers spreading it out, using the clock. Jabbar. Magic. And the Clipper ball as the Laker bench bailing out.
There is an awful lot of time left. 2:41. And Riley's going to Cooper.
Come on, Rock.
Bridgman from 20. tap to Derek Smith. So the Clippers get 2 shots at it to bring it to within 6, but fail. So the Lakers come down, now have a chance to take the double figures lead.
Oh, that was a big shot by Derek. He got a little bit out of rhythm there by not taking the shot when it was immediately available.
2:10 left. Patient Laker offense. 3 on the shot clock. 18 for Jabbar.
That shot was shades of Don Nelson against the Lakers in the championship series. I think at the same basket.
Walton pulls the trigger. Marcus Johnson puts the spin on it. 19 points for Johnson. His best effort since returning to the lineup. 110-102. Lakers by 8.
Now just running that 24-second clock down to 10.
Minute and a half to go. Scott. Marcus looks to start it out. Bridgman 3-on-2. Derek Smith goes upstairs. So Smith was 16, and it's a 6-point game.
And more than a minute.
A minute 10 to be exact. And possessions now become very crucial. Lakers trying to use the clock, keep the possessions away from the Clippers. And Spriggs is fouled. Inserted in the starting lineup 23 games ago. He had never started before in the McAdoo in that over 30 club. That getting better and better. 3-pointer for Derek Smith. That was a 4-point shot. Went that far. 45 seconds to go. And the Lakers now by 7 have to feel great about things on their way to their 7th straight victory. With 5 games coming up at home. 30 seconds. Nixon for the 3-pointer. It is there. A line drive 3-pointer for Nixon. His 2nd straight. And it's a 4-point game. Hold on. Don't go to the refrigerator. 26 seconds to go. 113-107. In range. Now the out-of-bounds play. Bridgman tries to cut. There's Walton. Gives it to Nixon. He got the 3-pointer. And Magic Johnson brings it down, and now the Lakers